Good to have you on Richard Wanja exclusive. Welcome on board. I'm here with Herman Manyora, looking all colorful. Good to see you. How are you doing today?
We are doing well.
You're fantastic?
Fantastic, and thanking God for that.
All right. Let's have a conversation about the remarks from one of your closest friends, Nandi Senator Samson Cherargei.
Yes, my neighbor and friend.
Thank you for actually highlighting that.
My son, yes.
Your son, really?
Yes.
All right. Well, he's
a little wayward, but my son. Yes.
A little wayward.
Yes.
Perhaps while you're having this conversation,
Yes.
to really know if what you're saying is true, you've heard of his remarks regarding our activists out there, and he talks about Kenya is now exporting activism to the region. More reasons why he calls for other regional heads like Samia Suluhu and Museveni to deal with Kenyan activists who are all over the place. He talks about muwafinye, then bring them to us to wamalizie. Well, these are not remarks that have been taken lightly by Kenyan civil and human rights groups, but from the optics of Prof, the father to Cherargei, how do you weigh his remarks?
Sometimes you have children you almost regret that they are your children. So Cherargei is my son, but sometimes I get to a point I regret why I have a son like Cherargei.
To what do you owe this regret?
You know even what he's saying. And Cherargei is a good young man. I will invite Cherargei to go to Kapkerel. Those are centers around my place. Serem, Kamaindi, and so on and so forth. Not Kapsabet, huku tu ndani. Aldai huko, Kaptumo. You know, those are, he knows those names. Any of those market centers. And say what he's saying.
Won't augur well for him?
The people will beat him up. People are very disturbed with what is taking place in Tanzania, including villagers. Nobody's happy about it. And you see, be careful what you wish for other people. Because it might be granted you. Be careful what you wish for yourself. Be careful even what you wish for other people. You could find yourself in their place.
If not your son or daughter?
Your brother. Cherargei can find himself in Uganda. And now, he can find himself in Uganda and get beaten, not because he's opposing Museveni, because he was supporting Museveni, and he has landed in Uganda at a time the other people have taken over. Don't wish bad to anybody. Because circumstances change. You could go to Uganda and you are a target. It is a Kenyan who was supporting Museveni. You saw what happened in Tanzania about those musicians and other stars, celebrities who had been supporting Suluhu Hassan.
Diamond,
you see their businesses were
touched down.
Yeah, so be careful what you wish for other people. Wish people well. Say, when you go to another country, observe the laws of that country. Be mindful of the dignity of the Tanzanians and the Ugandans when you go there. Okay? Be aware of the politics of the land, because every country has its own politics.
Sure.
Take extreme care so that we don't want for you people to come back broken, mutilated, abused,
tortured,
physically tortured, or even dead. Even the media, BBC, CNN, they tell the reporters, take care of your safety first. Don't say you want to bring us the best story at the cost of your life. No. So that's the kind of advice Cherargei should be giving activists. Take care of yourself. Even as you try to help others. Hata kwa ndege, wanasema help yourself before you help others. Ile kuvaa ile jacket. In case kuna kitu you have to jump out of the plane and there's water. Help yourself before helping others.
Your safety first.
Yes. So Cherargei is. That's why I say he's sometimes wayward.
He's sometimes wayward.
But we are neighbors and he's my son.
Do you find Cherargei to be naturally a rabble-rouser when it comes to him getting the political mileage or clout he's out to look for? Because if you look at events in the recent past, He's the one who came with the thing that, how about we legislate on a bill that will see extension of presidential term limits for governors and for other legislators. So now he's back with the request for us to finya the activist
You
out there.
know, there are many ways of explaining somebody like Cherargei and his pronouncement. Either he's playing to the public gallery, and there are many people like those, who think they will endear themselves to the president, to the system, by out shouting and out doing everybody. Sometimes it works.
Defending the presidency.
You see, when Kibaki took power, many of the people Kibaki rewarded with jobs, including the judiciary, were not very capable individuals. It's just that they were shouting against Moi. Those who shouted loudest at Moi, threw the most stones at Moi, those are the ones who got jobs when Moi left.
Kibaki, the father of meritocracy.
Yeah, they are not necessarily the best people. We have a lot of them in the judiciary and elsewhere. So Cherargei is just walking the footsteps of others before him. So it's possible you can make noise to be recognized. While doing so, you even know you don't believe in what you are saying. But there are also those who, this is now the dangerous type. I hope Cherargei doesn't belong to this. That you genuinely believe what you are saying is something. That is dangerous to society and to yourself, and embarrassing to your family.
Your own family?
Because if you say things outside during dinner, mnacheka nasema lazima. You know, even your children know you are joking. You don't believe. That's okay. But if Cherargei believes in the things he says, that's very dangerous to himself, to his family, and to the country, to society. Because it is people like those who burn society.
Their words?
Yeah. Countries go in flame because of words, not because of anything, not because of resources.
Pronouncements from the political class
Yes.
are good enough to
Yes.
touch down a country.
Yes. Matamushi. Matamushi. Maneno kutoka kwa kinywa have sent nations at war, and millions of people have been killed.
The other day, Prof, barely a day ago, the Standard newspaper, of course one of the leading newspapers in Kenya, profiled the three regional states of nations, precisely
Heads of state.
Uganda, heads of state, Uganda's Museveni, Samia Suluhu for Tanzania, and Kenya's President Ruto, as one who can be described as a trinity of terror. And now that we're having this conversation, there are also questions about, are we seeing the rise of fascism in East Africa, whereby even a leader sees himself as the absolute authority, going by his pronouncements, or just how he wants everything to look like anything good must come from him and only comes from him? Are you seeing us slowly degenerate into fascism?
You know, the problem with democracy is it thrives on vigilance. Once the citizens go to sleep, leaders anywhere in the world, anywhere, even the first world, given half a chance, they will turn into dictators. That's how power works. You give somebody power, he wants absolute power. It's normal. That's why you have institutions of checks and balances. And that's why the citizens are supposed to be woke, like you people say. Civil society and others, media, always, you know. So once the institutions of checks and balances have gone to sleep, then the leaders can look for absolutism in terms of leadership. So it's normal. I think what is happening in some of these countries is, like in Kenya, for example, people fought so hard to end dictatorship and achieved so much. But I think, unfortunately, Kenyans believed we had arrived.
Tumefika.
Yeah. With the new constitution, with the new institutions in place, National Police Service is no longer a police force, a service. That kind of nonsense. Defense forces, okay, that's a little different. Supreme Court. With all these institutions, Kenyans believed we had arrived. And I think they relaxed. They dropped their guard. There's no democracy anywhere in the world where if people drop their guards. People must continuously be vigilant.
You stick to your gun.
Yeah, and continuously call governments to account. Put them in check. Ask them questions. Ask hard, difficult questions. Push. Test your democracy to the limit. Test the judiciary to the limit. Stretch it to the limit. Test parliament. Test all the institutions. You know, that's how democracy thrives. So for a country like Kenya, I think we relaxed. We went to bed. We thought we had achieved everything. We thought we shall now self-govern and everything will work. The institutions
Seamlessly.
We created so many of these institutions, wonderful in the book. So we thought now we can go and sleep. That explains the Kenyan phenomenon. Tanzania, on the other hand, is a country that has not been used to question. Questions are done down there among the people. Because the democracy is so vibrant. The philosophy put in place by Nyerere, binding people together. People question things and they're at the lower level, and they are part and parcel of government. But gradually from the time Nyerere left them, they have been drifting towards one-man rule. And since that one-man rule is not very easily sustainable, Magufuli sustained it by doing things. This lady thinks she can sustain it in the old way of tramping down on dissent, being a dictator. And I think it can't work. For Uganda is a military state.
Military state?
Yeah, Uganda is a military state. And Museveni keeps reminding them. He tells me I'm not a Democrat. Me, I'm a soldier. One day I was on a radio show with some Ugandan woman. And ilikuwa naitwa Ndimi za Hoja. KTN there, the radio part. Is it? Yeah,
Radio
KTN.
division.
No. It was
The main
KTN.
TV.
Ndimi za Hoja with Nabiso, Paul Nabiso.
Paul Nabiso.
I still remember that. And I don't know what I said about Museveni. That woman told me, forget. Hii serikali tulipata msituni. Hawa ambao unasema wakuje watafuta serikali yao. Museveni anaenda wapi? Awachie nani? Wao waende msituni watafute vile sisi tulitafuta hii yetu. And Museveni says he's not there because of democracy or because of anybody.
It's a military state.
Yeah. He said, me, I'm a military person. Me, I'm here to create order in Uganda. And there are many Ugandans who believe they need that order. So the countries are different. But from an observation point of view, you are right. The country seems to be kind of nurturing and living the life of tyranny and things like that, which is not good for anybody.
Well put, Prof. Well, you've just brought to light the fact that words have the power to consume EU, to consume communities, countries, and even regions, and there's need for us to really measure our words, especially as leaders of the political class at large. So then again, is this the point whereby you now invite the President, William Ruto, to call his ally, Cherargei, to order? Because, I mean, they are in the same political camp. And anytime Cherargei speaks, sometimes people say that's the same thought shared with the President.
Richard, your viewers, our viewers, who were around in 2005, when we had the referendum debate and then the referendum itself, where the government lost the banana, President Kibaki lost. Michuki complained, I think it was Michuki, who complained, I think we are not doing well, against Raila's side of ODM, of the orange, Chungwa, the north side. And he said something which is very telling. He said, you see, we have people on our side. And he singled out, I think, Raito Murungi. He said, who, when they open their mouth, 10,000 votes zimetoroka. One word from them, akifungua mdomo, 10,000 zimetoroka. In other words, Michuki was saying we are losing this thing. And we are not losing because this is a bad document. Because there are people in our corner, akifungua mdomo. And I think he mentioned Raito Murungi, or he implied. We all know it was. Right, we know he's prone to gaps, making mistakes like those. Why do you rape a woman who is all too willing? He said that and people were very annoyed, especially women. So, The president, now more than ever, must know his close allies, what they say can scare away voters, number one. Number two, what they say can cause chaos in the country. And number three, when somebody is so close to you and they say something, people think it is you who are sent him.
You are the owner of the dog.
You are speaking through him. So now more than ever, the president must call his troops to order. Though they are known. Naambia wewe mzee engineer wewe.
Mkarabati.
Engineer kaji kidogo. Cherargei motio bole toba. Yeah, go slow. Let's take this thing fast. Let's take this thing fast in 2027. But even after that, your pronouncements can burn the country. Can go at the very core of our nationhood, our cohesion, our togetherness. Yeah.
All right, there you have it. That has been our conversation today on Richard Mwenje Exclusive. Let us have your feedbacks concerning this edition and maybe subjects you want us to cover in our subsequent editions. But for now, though, how about you tune in to other editions of the channel with Evans Okinyi? And in the same breath, do subscribe to the channel, like and comment.